Now this is what. So let me go and develop this piece of code. Just 1 minute, guys, just 1 minute. Be very confident in it. Okay, your confidence, well definedness must and should be there for a student. Okay, now so let me go and run that piece of code, guys. Okay, that's very, very important. Now what I'm taking here, this A class implements what? Runnable interface, right? Now it is recommended to override the run method. Okay, let me take all these things, and we are having just okay one main method. Okay, now child thread, or else let me take what? Runnable or run method. Okay, or run method, same thing, whatever I have put overboard, the same thing. Okay, now try to observe the screen carefully. See, A is equals to new A. Okay, what is the other one? Thread T is equals to new thread. For this I am going to pass A as an argument. Now T dot start. Okay, after that main thread. So once again, guys, try to observe the board carefully here. Okay, try to observe the board carefully. So here we'll be having two outputs. What is that? Child thread starting first. What is that? Or run. Okay, or run or main thread. Okay, main thread. This is one output. Otherwise the other possibility output is to us, right? To us is this one. Okay, this is second one and this is first one. We are going to see any of the outputs. Okay, now see this one carefully. System dot out dot println. Okay, println, what is this? Main thread. Okay, now I am going to execute this piece of code. Before that, let me compile it and run it. You can just check it here. Of course we are getting the output. Here we have to run this for multiple times. Okay, no issues. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll put this one in one loop. Okay, I equal to 0 while I is less than 5. Okay, and let me increment I value. Okay, the same piece of code. Okay, sorry, here plus I. Let me take one local variable while I is what? Less than 5. Okay, now let us check this piece of code. Okay, you can just check it here. Now it is in zigzag way. Okay, now the same, it is getting in different way. We cannot expect the exact output, right? Now let me run this one once again. You can just check it here. Now it is getting some main thread is getting, and later run method, that is the child thread, is getting chance like that. Okay, let me compile once again. Let me compile. Of course you can just check it here. Okay, our child thread is getting chance here. Okay, the same thing, whatever I have explained about, the same thing. Now let us go and do some analysis on this one, guys. Okay, this is what the internal implementation. Okay, I try to observe this one carefully. What is this one? 36AB thing. Okay, what is this? 36AB, that we are passing directly here. Honestly, we are going to pass here what? This target reference only, indirectly. Try to understand, these things are very important for you. Okay, now let us go for that analysis related to our runnable interface, that is a class which implements the runnable interface. Okay, now try to observe the screen carefully here. Okay, in the main method, okay, public static void main. Okay, I am creating 3 instances. Try to observe here. Runnable R is equals to a new A. Okay, and other one is what? A is equals to new A. Okay, A is equals to new A. This is one reference or identifier of type runnable, and it is an identifier of type A. and parent reference can be used to hold the child object, and child object can be, child, that particular type reference that particular reference can be used to hold the that particular class instance. Okay, now other one is what? Thread T is equals to new thread R. Okay, these things. Okay, now here, okay, now here we are going to call here, what is this? Here we are going to call on all these three references, we are going to call first start method. So we will be getting three combinations. Okay, and on all that three references we will be calling a run method, we will be getting other three combinations, altogether 6 combinations. Okay, 6 possibilities, okay, 6 possibilities are there. So let us discuss those 6 possibilities here. Okay, now first let us talk about this. First one is what? R dot. Okay, R dot. Okay, first let me talk about this T. Okay, directly no need to go for R. Okay, it will be something different. Okay, now T dot start. Of course, what will be the output? Let me put here as what? System dot out dot println main thread. We have seen this one. What is this one? The earlier case itself, but in earlier case I have taken what here? Directly A. I have paused that one. Try to understand, it's very important. Okay, so we are going to see the output, same thing, or run or main thread. We are having 2 possibilities of output. Okay, we have seen that one. Okay, so here what is going to get happen? A new thread will get create, right? A new thread will get create, and our implementation class run method is going to get execute. Okay, and our implementation class run method executes. That's very important. Okay, now let us go for the other one. Now T dot run method. Let me tell one thing, the same thing. Okay, so of course with this instance also there will be one method associated. What is that method? Run method. So but that, this is what? First one. Here we are having those things. Okay, those scenarios. T dot run method. See, when the thread is going to get start, actually whenever you are calling the start method, in that start method all the OS related code is available to us, that is creating a thread, and what is the other one? Creating a thread, initializing, registering that with the thread scheduler, and performing some of the physical activities. That implementation also available in that start method, and calling the run method internally by the start method, which is what gives the full-fledged meaning for creating a thread. But we are calling directly the run method. It is just like an external call. Okay, an explicit call of the run method. So no new thread here. Okay, no new thread, and which class run method is going to get execute here? Underlying object is what? Thread. With thread instance there will be run method. Do analysis as I said earlier, then you will not get any confusion. Okay, do you require me to do that one? I think you don't want, right? Do that one. Okay, what and all this first thing. Okay, let me put that one here itself. Okay, you will get confused otherwise. Okay, this is what? Thread instance. Okay, with this run method and the start method are going to get thing. Okay, it is of type and it is getting referred with T. Okay, and what is the other one? A type with this run method and parent class method, right? Parent class start method, which is referred by A, and other one is what? The same thing, which is having other instance, which is referred by with R. Okay, and it is having the run implementation as what? Run implementation as what? R run, and also here it is having the run implementation as what? R run. Okay, run implementation as what? R run. Okay, important. Okay, and here also SOP of what? R run. Okay, and start method of parent class, that is thread class. Okay, thread class thing. Okay, now so now we are calling explicitly what? T dot run. So T dot run means if I put that statement here, that is the meaning of that one, T dot run. Okay, so here I am discussing different scenarios, that's it. Okay, T dot run means it is going to call underlying object run method, and what is going to get happen here? No new thread will get execute, but thread class run method is going to get call, and thread class run method executes. Okay, and what is the other scenario? On T dot, on all the references, okay, T has been finished. Now what is the other scenario? We are having A. On A I am going to call what? Start method. Okay, on A I am going to call start method. Okay, A dot start. Okay, A dot start. What is going to get happen here? A dot start means, try to focus, A dot start, can we call A? Okay, what is the type of A? A is capital A. Through inheritance hierarchy, it has inherited the start method implementation from the thread class. A new thread is going to get start, right? And what is the underlying object of A? That is A class only, that is A object only. So a new thread is going to get create, our class implementation is going to get execute. That is our class run method implementation. Okay, new thread creation and our class, our implementation class run method executes. And what is the other one? A dot run method directly, no new thread. Okay, no new thread will get create, and our class, that is our class. See here, what is A, right? A type is what? Small a type is capital A. Capital A is having one run implementation, right? Run method implementation, or dot run. Okay, our class implementation method, that is run implement, our class implementation run method will get execute. Okay, so now we are going to see our class our implementation class run method executes. Okay, now what is the other scenario here? With A finished and with OR, same thing. Now try to observe this one, you have to answer this one. Same analysis. OR dot start. First of all, you are going to get compile time error. In runnable interface, I have shown to you yesterday that in runnable interface, let me put, in runnable interface, do we have any methods? Of course, there is only one method, right? In runnable interface, go and open your source code, that is present in lang package, that is runnable interface. We are having only one abstract method. Okay, by default it is public and abstract, even though if I don't write, it will be by default. Okay, abstract. Okay, now what is that method name? Run method. Okay, that is that run method, abstract method. So it is having only one method. At compile time, what is the type of or? Runnable. In runnable interface, do we have start method like that? The compiler is going to check. It is not having. It will throw compile time, or it will give compile time error saying as what? Do you know? Cannot find symbol. Okay, cannot find symbol. Okay, what is that symbol? Method. What is that symbol, guys? Method start. Okay, method start. Where it didn't find it? In which location it didn't find it? In a runnable interface, right? In runnable interface. Okay, of course in interface runnable it will give, but the meaning is same. Okay, now let us go for the sixth possibility thing. What is that? R dot start, sorry, R dot run, I'm sorry, R dot run. Now do the analysis. What is the R representing underlying object? It is R. It is also A only, A type only. With that, there is one instance method called as run, which is getting associated with the A instance, right? That is having implementation of this object corresponding class implementation. That is run method implementation. What is that? R run. These two are same. Okay. Now, so R dot run method is going to get execute here means, tell me, is that no? I mean, any new thread is going to get execute here? No, because we are calling directly R dot run. Okay. First, in runnable interface, it will check compiler. In runnable interface, we are having what? Run method. No issues. And at underlying runtime object, at runtime it will call the run method. Which run method implementation is going to get execute? That particular instance corresponding class run method implementation, it is going to get execute. So no new thread. Okay, no new thread creation, and our class, our implementation class run method executes. Okay, that's very important. Now okay, with this we have seen all the possibilities of this one. Now tell me one thing, I am going to give this one, try to analyze the subject. Okay, now Of course I will be wrong, try to rectify me. Okay, you have to do it, that a dot start of 9 comma 9. Let me tell what will be the output to this one. Of course first it will go and check in the don't get tens, try to analyze it. What is the type of A? It is capital A. What is the capital A? Here it is. In the capital A, do we have any method with method with arguments as int and int? It is by default int and int, right? It will check here. We don't have any start method. Of course we will be inheriting one method from the parent class. Okay, that parent method, that is parent start method, is not having any arguments. Okay, it will give once again cannot find symbol. Okay, the same error whatever we have seen here, but symbol is what here? Symbol is what here? Start int comma method is start int comma int. Okay, another one is location is where? Location is what? Where? What is the type of this one? A, in class A. Okay, that's very very important. In earlier case how I have said that one, we have seen this one. Okay, that's why we have told that one as the location interface. Okay, now the location will be as what? Class A. This is what the analysis related to our a thread which implements the runnable interface. And now let us see. Okay, even if you do execute this piece of code, right, it will give the same output. We have done analysis, you just try to do it. Okay, no need to worry. Okay, now I will show only these two things in our piece of code. Okay, I will show only these two piece of things, or dot start, because you should get some confidence, right? And later we will be going for one OCJP bit. Okay, that's also very important.